This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And we're underway here in South Philly. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Right, set.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
Now fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position.
11. Here we go.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. They go play action for Burrow. This one complete to Melton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 33 yards. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
11.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3.
Right?
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. Now, Burrow. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's going to have a first down. Good game, but there is a flag down, and this could very well be coming back.
Tiger Hornet. No touch set. Hey. No touch.
A second down throw for Hurts. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Third down coming up.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
This one batted in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Dot.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Big play coming up, third and goal. Burrow from out of the gun. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
A lot of what goes into being a great kick returner comes down to vision. And you're going to see here, he finds the cutback lane, and as he accelerates down the left side of the field, he wasn't far from taking it all the way down the sideline and into the end zone.
A tight end in motion now. Play action now. It's Burrow. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick 6 earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but this has been a disastrous start. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second down and 8.
Great. Set.
They put Wilson in motion. Off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On first down, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
11. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Gotta go.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those 2 safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Again, Hurts. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try and run right on the option. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense. And
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This a 46-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Great, set.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That is caught. What a throw. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go. Stop.
A first down throw for Burrow. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Whoa, it's just set. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Stop.
Now, Burrow. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Man in motion is Brown. A first down throw for Hurts. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. That is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Burrow. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
1-1, ready?
So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, going right. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Burrow. That's Over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
12. Gun. Got.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Second down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
11 MP, take. 11. Here we go.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he will score. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. The Lions called their first timeout. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
12. Here we go. 11. Got.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
11, Thomas. Here we go. Got.
On the toss, they'll run. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. The extra point is good. And the Lions back within 10. It's now 24-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Great.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Oh! Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Delta.
Hurts to the air on first down. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 46-yard line.
Carl Leviani. Carl Leviani.
On play action. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Delta.
3rd and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are able to extend the lead.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Gun. Dot. 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Dot.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll work this out to the 23. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Tackle there by Jalix Hunt. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 5.
11 mighty. Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Here we go. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He's across the 20, taken down just shot.